Hello and welcome to this BRadmin Professional 4 video. In this video, I'll explain how to configure device master settings. Many tasks can be automated on a schedule or triggered by specific events. These options are extremely useful for anyone managing a print fleet. In this video, we'll cover a task called device master settings. Before we get started on that, I want to give you an overview of the automated tasks that BRadmin offers. The automated tasks are as follows. Device log. This generates a log which includes information such as page count, device status, and supply information. It sends the device log via an email or saves the log file in a specific destination folder according to the schedule that you set. Device notification. This monitors a target device by periodically retrieving its status. If there are any errors or changes in status, BRadmin Professional 4 sends error and change notifications via email. Device notification sends one email per status change. Device list. This task retrieves device information in the device list, sends the device list information via email, or saves it to a file in a specific destination folder according to the schedule. Device master settings. This task monitors a target device periodically and recovers the device's original settings if they are changed. Another feature in device master settings allows you to automate device firmware checks and updates. Auto configuration. Use this task to find devices that meet set criteria and automatically configure them. Auto configuration can be used to build more complex configuration workflows. It's time to look at the device master settings task. BRadmin opens in the dashboard view. Select the gear wheel. The application settings window will appear. Select device master settings from the menu option on the left-hand side. Select the plus symbol from the upper right. In the new window that appears, you can configure the profile settings. The profile name will autofill by default. You can change this to your preference. Enter the password for the device or devices. Please note that if you are deploying a master settings file to multiple devices, the devices must have matching passwords. If you have multiple devices and are concerned setting matching passwords individually would be time-consuming, don't worry. In the Devices tab, select the devices and then use the instant task Password Settings. This function allows BRadmin to bulk change factory set passwords. You also have an option to automatically update the device firmware if it's out of date when applying the settings file. This is ideal for updating devices outside of working hours. Please note, you cannot use the firmware update option if you do not have a settings file. If you want to schedule a firmware check or update only and do not have a settings file, you would not use this option. To do that, you would set up a separate task using the auto configuration function. Select Browse and browse to your settings file. A settings file is created using the instant task Backup Settings. In this case, I have configured a device with some settings, and I want to replicate those settings to other devices. I'll browse to that settings file here. Later, I'll apply this profile named Device Master Settings 1 to my target device. This means I can create multiple settings files and multiple profiles. I can then use those profiles to target devices with different settings files. The final setting in the profile is the schedule. This offers the choice of daily or weekly and allows you to set a start time. Once you have chosen your preferences, select OK. You can see the profile we just created here. It's named Device Master Settings 1. To add another profile, select the plus icon. To edit an existing profile, select the profile and then the pen icon. And to delete an existing profile, select the profile and then the trash can icon. Select OK. From the dashboard, select Devices. The Devices window will appear. Select the box or boxes next to any device you want to apply the master settings profile to. Once you have the device selected, options will appear on the right hand side as indicated here. If we look at the device master settings menu item, we can see that it has the words Settings and under that, No Profile. This means the device has not had any master settings profile applied to it yet. Select this option. In the left-hand pane, we can see the device I selected. Any devices listed here will be the target devices. On the right-hand side, we can see any profiles that have been created. Selecting a profile here will apply to any devices shown on the left. You may notice there isn't a tick box as there is for other types of profiles. This is because you should only ever apply one master settings file to a device. The lack of a tick box option here ensures that the user does not apply conflicting profiles and backup files to the same device. Select Apply. You will return to the Devices screen. If we look at the Device Master Settings menu item now, we'll see that the profile has applied to the device. The indication is the wording Device Master Settings 1 under the wording Settings. Let's see what this looks like in the Tasks tab. Select Tasks. The task window appears. Menu is on the left hand side here. Select Device Master Settings from this menu if it isn't already selected. This section will show any current tasks. You can see the device profile that we set up. The task name is Device Master Settings 1. Its status is active and it's targeting one device. The Tasks Log section is empty, and we can see that the Device Master Settings file has not yet been applied. This is because the scheduled time has not passed yet. A summary of the selected task is shown here. We can see the name of the task, its status, which is active or inactive, the schedule it is set to run on, the number of target devices, and the settings file location and file name. And there's three options here. Select Settings. The settings window for the profile Device Master Settings 1 appears. The target device or devices are shown in the left-hand side of the window. A summary of the settings for the Device Master Settings profile is shown on the right-hand side of the window. You may remember that the device profile didn't have a tick box to enable or disable the profile. You could only select a profile and apply it. If you no longer want to apply the settings file to a device, you can't simply remove a tick. To remove a device from the Device Master Settings target list, highlight the device by selecting it. And then select the trash can icon to remove the device from the target list. There's also a shortcut to edit the device master settings profile here. To return to the tasks window, select the arrow. Because the task is active, this icon shows deactivate. And of course, if you deactivate the task, this icon will change to activate. The final option, Run Now, allows you to activate the task without waiting for the scheduled time. That completes the device master settings section. Thank you.